This is non-resident and resident agents from the area of, this is scribed by sworn of general application from the pre-mentioned Education Requirement Center. 3 requirements of application member, Bar Association, residents of bona fide residents of the state of Washington. Active member of the Bar Association does not live and maintain or in the office of the state of Washington shall file in the Bar Association. As you can see, the information on the Washington State rules, the purpose of receiving services, any document required to permit a statute of court, served, delivered, and resident where certain the agent has deemed served upon Mr. Sean Logan that had been put upstairs, Mr. Andy Miller. And they can, as you can see, Mr. YouTube, Facebook, Mr. Donald Trump, and Mr. Jay Inslee are going at it. And I got all the information YouTube and State Patrol units and officers, and Mr. Donald Trump is stronger than Mr. Jay Inslee thought. Just like Mr. Gerald Johnson is a little stronger than Leonard thought. Leonard Bambach, U.S. Marine Corps, United States Army, Green Berets. See, Leonard Bambach and then, of course, U.S. Marine Corps versus United States Army. Leonard Bambach underestimated Mr. Gerald Johnson, and Mr. Eric Benson underestimated Mr. Leonard Bambach, and then Mr. of course, Jay Miller. Mr. Jay Miller has to pull me off Mr. Gerald Johnson, have to pull me off from Leonard Bambach, and pull me off, of course, all the elite force and also the militias and white power clan members, and also pull me off the Hells Angels, the Mongols, Gypsy, whatever the expression might be. You're on my land, you're on my property, it's my cotton. I don't listen to music, I don't watch TV, I don't listen to game bang activity service. That's Lola right there on my monument there on the wall there. So service that. You gotta build Godzilla, you gotta build banks, you gotta build services. This rule of admission of certification limited practice, LPR reasoning, with your bare hands you have to choke out a grizzly bear. By your bare hands you gotta pick up a porcupine by its testicles and fingerprint it. You gotta take down and confront and slither with and communicate to an ISIS Taliban member, Paisa, in English, and let it know that the rules of admission certification limited practice, LPR, redesigning former rules and admission certification limited practice. And the only one survived out of this is Mr. Allah the King, the Prince of Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabian father. Out of them all, he still stands and dies of natural causes. And the rules of professional conduct, LPC, Mr. Of course, the original, including amendments received through the servers of Primble scope, client-lawyer relationships, the transaction with these persons and other gain clients, the Title of 5 law firms, associations. See, the Simba statue still stands here at Spokane, Washington. The buffalo horns at the Monroe Bridge do not exist anymore, they're gone, but the heads on the Tri-City Herald and all the heads on the Herald in Spokane still stand out there, but the increments on the official document, which is from Sheriff's Office, holds 10 governors and on top all the way George Washington's house, and the increments of housing and information that improv from their document of their first toilet paper, their first pair of underwear, their first shirt, their first pair of socks, their first pair of shoes, and also their first set of baby prints, and also their first administration, their first domestic violence, their first DV, their first murder case, their first kill as a society individual, as either a police officer or FBI. You know how they brag against them all call, and they brag them up, you sass them up, put some stuffing, some turkeys, put some meat there, put some disguise the bear trap and put some meat on it, and they'll take a nibble at it, they'll bite on it, and then the bear trap snaps on their head or snaps on their ankle or snaps onto them because we got one and we convict them of it. We got them good. You want a whiskey bottle and you can consume all that and tell us exactly what really happened, what you did, because you got all these medals on you, the governor. We got on YouTube, Facebook, Mr. Donald Trump, stronger than you thought, Mr. Jay Inslee. We're going to put this on on Andy Miller's door. It's pretty strong, huh? Daryl Johnson, Leonard, are you okay? Did Daryl Johnson suffocate you in much ways, just like suffocating Roberta Barela or suffocating Felix Barela in that way? What'd you do to him? No. Jane Miller, it's okay. Relieve yourself. You want him dead. Tell everybody how he wants you dead. Tell him in a million ways and shape and form. Let it out, Mr. Jane Miller. Let it out. Your pipes are broken. You owe me $10 million. That's Saudi Arabia all the time. You owe me $10 million for what you wanted. You wanted what you wanted, no strings attached. You owe me money. Or actually, I'll take these flowers from you, the headstones, download information, everything you said to me, what you're going to do to me, what you're going to do to me. We can come to the truck, the red truck, 724 pickup, and we're going to smash it. And what are you going to do to me? We got all this evidence here. All this evidence here. What you're going to do to me? You can deal with all and you suffer the bring all your homeboys. It's all good in this way and shape and form. I feel positive in your situation, your professional performance, your wage, that raise of that. Donald Trump, it's okay. Donald Trump, open the door. Just look at this guy. Study this individual. Look at how he got these claws attaching onto me. See how I just pick him up and leave him here in your doorway, and this guy just killed me. He attacked me in many ways. Is this your way of? You need a way of communicating to this individual lowlife. You need to maybe comb the bugs out of here. This homeland cop, FBI, CIA, disguise. Well, why don't you give him some more options or something? Maybe let him sign that document and put it in his mouth and wipe his butt with it. But this is the special proceeding rule. This is the description of investigation conduct a person reviewed and review in any person. Description of the incident affected person potentially legal claims. The description of affected person injuries, general treatment, diagnosis, and part attached by recent reporting medical report. So Lola Hernandez took a cane to Mr. McCain and signed his sermon. Andy Miller witnesses this cane hit the side of the trude of the back head of the entranceway in the leg area. So this discussion of damage potentially recoverable includes identification of special damages. The cane, cane beating, and Donald Trump, that's a low term. The wig off your head is on the wall in Andy Miller's office. So that wig is a snooper. That device, that was snapshot, will just be online. It's on YouTube and Facebook. At any time, discretionary or well, store this information. It will not be released to the public in any way, shape, or form. And the proper initiation run has been launched, and it is flying in a distracting mode. It is not distracting shape or form. Doesn't listen to music. Don't study individuals in the shape or form. It doesn't solicit or pass information. It's by itself. It doesn't conversate with it or others in the surface of the way and being distraction. It's called the identification of insurance of collateral sources for payment of any bills to expenses paid. It's an automatic system. It does this. Discussion recommendation regarding a lien superintendent reimbursement claims includes suggested retention of attorney's trust account, fully amount claim until final resolution is such claim. Does it by itself. The identification of all other claims specified includes on any claims held by other family members. There's Mumu, Gaj, Mike, Tiffany, Eric, and all, Baron, Tiffany, and all of them. It says the discussion of proposed appropriate claims proceeding among family members immediate. IMMEID. When you open the door, you see the face, and they're shocked, like the eyeballs and the urine in their butt and all over themselves. It's like, wow. And snapshot. It's on the wall. It says, identification of all areas specified included claims held by other family members. And then it says discussion of proposed appropriation of claim proceeding among family members or unrelated claims as if. Discussion of recommendation regarding proposed settlements, forms, documents, amounts. Does it all by itself, and that's his life. And that's the virus. And then that's the process that has to filter. It goes in San Francisco Bridge All those cameras and services that San Francisco Bridge, it sits there for systems, sensor data recovers and retrieves all the information by itself. As you can see, when they walk in the parking lot, it's like a disaster everywhere. It's like everywhere. They scatter. You put a light out and they run and scatter. It's like cockroaches. I mean, you see literally cockroaches. It's all black, and when you light up, it's bright white. But you see them scatter. Same format. Discussion recommendation regarding expenses fees in which payment is discarded. Discussion recommendation regarding this business net proceedings. See, that's the net. That's probably why they ran with shoes that didn't even belong to them. Shoes they don't even fit them because they're disguising themselves and footing and printing and sizing. And you don't want to be sized in a discussion because if there's discussion. Recommendation regarding principal effective percentage settlement regarding lithium of court hearing on petition. It's all by itself. Number 16, here it goes. Statement as whether petition has been submitted or approved from any other jurisdiction. See Canada, Spokane, Highway 2, 395, South 395, I-82, Oregon. There's the little description. How can you tell me how long it takes from here to San Luis Obispo, California, Santa Barbara Ranch, military compound facility in the basement and nuclear fallout shelter? How many minutes? How many hours does it take? Straight drive, non-stop drive, no stopping, straight drive. How long does that take? It's right here. It's on the abstract record right here. It says discussion recommendation regarding President's official person or settlement regarding lien of court hearing on petition. How's that? And then running from here to there. How's that? It says statement whether petition has been submitted and approved on that jurisdiction. So you gotta go in the ocean and swim. There's great whites in there. So go ahead and swim in there, fool. Go in there, swim. Is that your scent? Is that your body? Go in there, foolio. Now the money from the other property is placed to trust subject to conditions set forth in subsection. Conditions for use of trust. Trust established pursuant to this rule under subsection must meet the following requirements. The selection of these trustees' terms of trust shall be subject to assert approval. Now the selection of trustees, the term of trust shall be subject to court approval. Now, no family member of the affected person or other potential residual beneficiary of the trust shall approve court of sole trustees. So that's Yoda. That's Yoda marking. Oh, that sounds like Yoda actually. Blended insurance fiduciary and designees. Sole trustees are trustee principal risk premiums, financial management of trust estate. Fiduciary sovereign prepare annual statement to include expenses, current assessments of fees charged. Shall deliver statements of trustees benefit. And that's Jabba the Hutt. That's the grandfather. That's Saudi Arabian father, Allah the King. Jabba the Hutt. He died of natural causes. Out of all that $56,000, 56,000 trucks in the service pulled all that stuff, all that flooring material, all that subway stuff from San Francisco, Mr. Allah King and Felix Barela sitting there. Of course, I'm going to go shop for everything I can get. I'm going to buy as much property I can and go in Amul's office. Anytime, any day, I jump as high as I want. So the review approval court having jurisdiction over the beneficiary, it says, no family member of potential residents and beneficiary who serves co-trustee shall accept jurisdiction authority over individual expenses from the trust would bring direct and indirect benefit to the individual. Administrative and trust shall subject the continued jurisdiction appropriate court. Now it's downloaded completely all by itself. Now the bond. There's a K which is called placed in block account, a court-proof trust sufficient fund shall require guardians, limit guardians to extent required by guardianship law. And then that's estates, guardianships, authorized an exception. So that's pretty much in its way. And subway access, those services, the tricycles, the trolley car, the San Francisco, Oakland, California, that service, the increments, that lifeline, that service for increments, they compromise in that service and the increments. That's a scope and definition. That's your tax, your leisure tax service, and then your service, your Department of Transportation. That is your ticket. And then if you can walk that distance and then jump in the vehicle, saves $500 pretty much a week. Saves $500 a week for that fueling, transport, and also the footing and service for mileage for discrepancies for that would be $75 for that document. And then the mileage for traveling for that document, going to that document, to that service, to that door entry, they charge $75, but that balance is now zero. That document again charge you $75, charge you zero now, $0. So that 70 cents to that, 75 times 75 cents accumulates a lot of money for that piece of paper. Now the peer at the hearing and the guardian item shall give a notice for that hearing proceeding that lithium shall appear to the hearing for that duty of guardian lithium. That subsectionally within the guardian duties of scoop appointments addressed at Title 11 RCW proceeding guardian shall appear at hearing unless accused by the court order. Now these are the accusers who are amending this. We have to stand up and accuse the accusers. The rules of responsibility of guardians of lithium, Title 13 RCW juvenile court proceedings. You have no juvenile record, but you have to raise up and stand up, accuser, because this edition of responsible guardian lithium Title 13 RCW juvenile court proceedings shall have the following: the farm bill is paid for 18 years in full. You were a juvenile, and the farm bill of a juvenile in service and they were paid in full. You have no juvenile record, but you have to accuser. You must stand up with those combatant software services and services that says explore concurrent planning. Guardian of the lithium explore concurrent plan, make timely recommendation concurrent or permanent plan for child. See, you took the professional opinion moving into federal courtroom before Mr. Obama was president of the United States Armed Services because he's in the hole fighting his way in documents, as you see. Mr. Miller and the Supreme Court Criminal Rules, CR, originally effective July 1st, 1973, for his murder charges. The scope, purposes, and consideration, the craft and scope, purposes, and construction, effect, pursuant attorney, definition, style, and form, procedures, employment, arrest, and other special proceedings. These are documents, information, warrant, arrest, and summons. And this is just the backyard and that service that they have at Columbia, and that's Safeway, and the retirement center for CIA, FBI retirements, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and also the active officers retiring in their service in the backyard. And that backyard is connected to Columbia and the service in the community, which is the aquatic center. And the aquatic center is connected to the Superior Court Criminal Rules in the backyard, so there is some alleviation service where you're adding on those hours upon hours for your services for qualifications. Juvenile child court services and their servicing increments, as you can see, the preserved our jury trial. These sections 1, Article 121, Section 21 constitutes again statute preserved on these parts inviolate. So the choice of weapon you prefer at age 21, reenacted at age 21. Now, the simple provisions for attorney fees and expenses are going to be making sure you don't overlook that. Because if you're walking down Monroe Bridge and you notice those buffalo horns are gone and no more, but the heads of Tri-State Herald and the heads of Spokane Tri-State Herald, same thing. Same equipment, same Microsoft component. It downloads, submits information, download covers information, and also the casinos and FDIC, the printing money services, increments. These devices are working. So these devices have a backup system, but anything electricity or components are backed down, like a power outage or magnetic attitude of a nuclear bomb device igniting and shutting down helicopters, any device, many devices, the information is downloaded and recorded and submitted on any device that is immaterial, like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Taliban, recovering stockpiles of this software and using it their discretionary way because they have anti-psychotic suggestions on their communication devices, as you can see. These snap devices and these devices are using as weapons. As you see, these options occur. See the concurrence in their currency slur systems. They slur their words when they're speaking foreign languages, and slurring their words in conversations of overthrowing the government in such a way in foreign for even landlines that only belong to them, the services and databases and also recovery system of Microsoft Horizon equipment. As you notice, there is a title called video location, recording date, license, different categories, and also their services on the increments. We're going to have to launch this virus immediately and put it on anybody's wall. Now, the recording dates, they can be altercated in many ways and forms, but the thing is, the real thing is, we're going to take this credit card you got, your driver's license, your credit card's information, and the information that you got that which is a big lie and never been, never will, and you're nothing but a fabricating coming out of your mouth, information that has Mr. Service and the increments that they have, the dates are reflecting, and also the device where it shows up and reflecting the information back and using that as a device and miscommunication to others and services, and the threats and the services that you did on the communication device. It shows on your face and recognition day to day, time landlines, and also the devices you used, the buildings you walked into, and also the uniforms you wore, and all the information that you used on the confirmation of your service. It shows on the dates, and we're going to have to submit that, which is 10 times working devices working quicker and faster. Since the binding devices are working at the same time, they're incorporating lapse of time that they're undoing changes and save options that they have, and the information they derive of misusing information, taking fingerprints of services and then implementing on services and fabricating on cells or added cells representing floors or any kind of service like Wall Street or inquiries on liquidizing or bearer bonds, or also increments on insurance policies. They have you push save on it and it gets rid of all that information because it's a sealed document, and that window is paid one time. See, the IT technician says on this box, they lecture information. They make up a lot of things, inquiries, and this filter system is working better and quicker and faster and accurate. See the information they got on here. Scenes. I'm going to have to give this to Mr. Donald Trump and Mr. Andy Miller, and that's all the services they got for the administrative bonus. And see the services that they have, they're going to have to deal with it. See what happens is this guy that comes in here and just says whatever he freely says, whatever he says. See what happens to him. You're going to probably chase him all the way into his hole, wherever he came from. His mother's womb, or his grandfather's womb, or whatever his curse or house environment. He's going to see what happens to him. This is going to be on the front door, every door in the United States of America. Okay, we're going to hit the key. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. It's 4 devices. That means 4 devices, 4 seconds. Now, 1. Okay, we're going to hit the key. 3, 4. Okay, that's 300 devices. That's 300 devices. See, that was 4 devices, now that's 300 devices. Now here you go. One.
That's gonna be 1,
2, 3. Okay, that's 300 million devices. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. That's 4 billion devices. Let's try this again.
Four devices. It means 4 devices. 4
3,
seconds.
4, 5, 6,
No, 1.
7,
Carrying
8, 9. Give it a second. 9. Give it a second. See if it comes back. See if it needs a return. There's an echo. If there's a ping or echo. Listen. It's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No return. No return. That's 900 billion abstracts. Now we're gonna filter the system and it's gonna come back again. Watch. 1,
4.
2,
Okay. That's
3.
300.
3. Those 3. See, that's good. It's working. It's quicker, faster. Okay, we got this record date, and everybody's gonna be having. There's no compromising paying your service for your window. You only have to pay once. Once, not billions, millions of times. Once. And then we have to make sure the computation, there's a computation, you just put in your service right there. Now, how complicated is that? See, $500 a day, 100 pennies, say, for a week, and it all goes out the window, goes into a Bentley. The Bentley is $500 a week for a Bentley. For Department of Transportation, it's only $20 a month instead of $500 to the Bentley. See? Or actually, it's $1,000 for the tank. It's about $1,000 for the tank, and that lasts you a whole year. $1,000 of fuel for the tank is here and back. It's $1,000 for a whole year, or versus $20 a month. So 20 times that's $200, $220, $220 a year. No, $240 a year, $250 a year, versus $1,000 a month. So what? Save discrepancy on that. $500 on the Bentley a week. $1,000 a year for the tank, or the $20. If that'd be $240 would be probably the best option there. So we're gonna download this and submit that in it. The virus works. It's active. It works. That's 29.29 seconds into the device. Or devices.
assigned to the superior court.
Okay, the confirmation of face recognition of pupils and also face fingerprints and solicitor services, but there's no shortcuts, there's no ways out of it, there's no fabrication on that. It's a sealed document and stays sealed, but they're adding to it and prying to it and do what they want, but launch 100, 900 nuclear bombs at it, it's not going to laugh at you and keep on coming at you. Working. So this information is certified. Okay, this is the civil rules and judgment services, judgment and cost, definition of services. This is the determination of the rights of parties in action, including decree, order, the appeal lies, and judgment in writing, and the signed judge and filed forthwith that provide rules 58. Order, every discretion and direction of court of judge made by the entering of writing clean judgment is denominated in order. There's dominating and nominated orders. Domination like the principle and base of clause of status of Primble would be like 1 to 5, or how many aces into a stack of 56 cards. If there's no jokers or any wild cards or jokers, 56 would be 758, but if it's a pinochle deck stack of those services for your double run, triple run. If you have double nut, triple nut, you've got a triple nut, double nut, triple nut, queens around, dime queens around, you got double knuckle, triple knuckle, double pinochle, triple knuckle. This service of judgment rules 56. Now, if you got cribbage, you can get cribbage run with straight run, straight run with a fish, straight run, and so many lays of the cards you've got in your business, making, rigging, or fabricating that ratio of pinochle for that 15, 10, 51, 15, 3, 15, 9, 15, 10, 1, or 15, 12, or whatever the case might be, and fall because of the dictionary of multiple claims involving multiple parties of witnesses. There's this mass inference of your royal flush, aces, queens, kings, cowboys, whatever, jacks, whatever that service may have you employ, any choice of your weapon and discretion, how you're going to fall in that discretion. There's 4 ways you're going to fall, regardless. There's 4 ways you're going to fall. Rule 54-63. The maid of the time of entry, judgment, transfer in the court owns motion of the motion party in the absence of this finding, determination, and discretionary order of the discretion however designated. These injunctions fewer than all claims or rights of liability fewer than all the parties shall not terminate action in any claims or parties in order and other form decisions and subject revision any time before entry of judgment, and those injunctions or like canines or whatever, you have to go over with the canine and whatever the case might be. This jackknifing and ABS services, ABS equipment, falsified equipment, or spliced or cut PTO wires, or hydraulic hoses, the tank, or maybe the tank's moving a track, or maybe the tank track's missing, or one of the wheel rudders or services are gone, or maybe you're clogged up with some concrete in your turret, maybe some super glued NASA glue onto your locks, or something you're simulating, you have to move your mechanism out and put a new one, or whatever the case might be. Demand for judgment. Judgment by default shall differ in kind, or a banana up a muffler, or maybe you can't move in your selection, there's a device, or maybe there's some CNH sugar in your compound of your fuel tank and it's sputtering, you can't even turn your heads on, or you just went down the road a couple of blocks and it's now your engine is dissipated with sugar and fuel and you need a new vehicle somewhere. You have to walk, you have to foot it. And in front of your enemies and your fool fraudulent services that you hinder. This is demand for your judgment. The judgment is your default, and you notice your tires are all flat and you're going to have to replace them all or something. So you look at this demand of judgment, you study it, you eat it. You defy that 1 hour of confiscation. Give you some laxative, some acid, liquid other services, flush your system. Maybe you'd be born again. Realize what this judgment, demand of judgment you did. Except as a party against whom the judgment entered by default, ever final judge shall grant the relief to which party of those favored and rendering entitled. Even the party has not demanded such relief in his pleadings. Now, cost, the person attorney fees, and the expenses. A cost determines cost determines shall fix allowed by RCW 4.84 by the applicable statutes and the statutes for the bill or affidavit dealing reimbursements within 10 days after reimbursements. Judgment clerk that tax cost expense pursuits CR 78E or attorney fees and expenses claimed for attorney's fees and expenses other costs shall made by motion unless such as law governing acting provides for the recovery of such fees, expenses, elements damage to proved at trial. Unless authorized approved by statute of order of court, motion must be filed no later than 10 days after entry of judgment. So we reflect on all that. Take that hour of digest system. If you want to rush that and contribute and do that and whatever that description of how it falls, there's a preparation of order of judgment. See? The attorney of record for the prevailing party shall prepare and present proposed from the order of judgment no later than 15 days after entry of a decision, or any other time of the court may direct, where a privileged party represented an attorney of the record, prevailing party represented the attorney of the record. An order of that judgment may enter the prevailing party unless presented and approved the attorney of record. Bro prevailing party attorney of record failed to prepare to present the form of order of judgment within the prescribed time and other part time may without approval attorney of record prevailing party upon notice of something provided in subsection F and 2. Now, presentation. Now you gotta put this tie on. Class A uniform, your tie and suit and tie in your service, and step on up. This is presentation time. Now, judgments by present the same time as finding fact conclusion of law under Rule 52. Emergency A. Emergency shown to exist. And B. Approval opposing counsel approved in writing entry and proposed order or judgment waive notice. Presentation. After a verdict, presentation man entry and verdict finding the opposing counsel is open court. This is just a sample, a small sample of what the part of rules of Superior Court to discretionary services are available to the large bar association. You can see this is the AR, Superior Court Administrative Rules, the CRR, Superior Court Criminal Rules, and the GALR, Superior Court AD Labor Rules, or the JUCR, Juvenile Court Rules. The NPR, your Superior Court Mental Proceeding Rules, see, the NPR, the SPR, Superior Court Special Proceeding Rules, and the SPRC, Superior Court Special Proceeding Rules, Criminal Laws, and also MAR, Superior Court Mandatory Proceeding Rules. And that is only 39 minutes and 52 seconds, and this is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 amendment, 30 amendment, 31 amendment, 32, 33 amendment, 34 amendment, 35, 36, and the rules of application of 1979. There's Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Hawaii, Ohio, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Michigan, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Dakota, Iowa, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia Islands, and Virgin Islands, Washington, Wisconsin, Wyoming, no good, South Carolina. Mrs. Buer, Miss Buer, South Dakota, the Dreamland, South Dakota. That's Paris Island, actually. Facility barracks and space services in the increments on that reserve services for aviation fuel. Mrs. and that's Bruce, yeah, what did you? See, these teeth are real. These teeth are real. She's all YouTubing my teeth right now.